Hello, back to 30 days on Facebook Live, and I'm getting pretty bold and also a little bit desperate because my mom is having a birthday party tonight, and I went to so many different stores, and maybe like you've got a party coming up, and so you go to try to find the right store, and you can't find the right store for the party, or you can't find the right dress for the party. And so like literally my teenage son and I were going around for about 3 hours trying to find the right dress. It was going to be a green. I wanted dark green. I wanted it to be like a crushed velvet. Couldn't find it anywhere. So I have a party to go to. I've got to leave in less than an hour. So I'm like, okay, how can I be party ready in less than an hour? So this video is going to be some real easy tips and tricks, and maybe even some things that I probably shouldn't share with anybody. But it's this is what we do, right? As women, like, we adapt to the situation. So first quick tip to get ready for a holiday party when you don't have the dress you want is to find a solid color sweater. So I found my black sweater here. This one's from Target. I love it. It's got a high neck. And then I'm going to dress up my hair and just fuss up my makeup a little bit, and I'll be ready for the party. So stay tuned. I'm literally going to do this on Facebook Live. I cannot even believe it. So I've got my roller kit. I've already looked up YouTube videos on how to do your hair like party ready, and I couldn't find a video I really loved. So maybe like you grew up watching your grandma put her hair in rollers. I did. I watched my grandma put her hair in rollers. So that's what we're gonna do, because lately whenever I do my hair with a curling iron, it just ends up like totally flopping. So I'm kind of going for like a little bit retro, a little bit like 1940s. I'm gonna do red lipstick, kind of the retro eyes, and then I've got my rollers here. So let's play hair, shall we? If you knew me when I was a kid, I can't believe I'm doing this, but this is my favorite part of I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm doing my hair on Facebook. Yep, that's right. Here we go. All to build friendship, right? That's what it's about. So, okay. So when I was a kid, I had dolls, but what I really wanted to do was play with their hair, and I just loved it. And even when I was in college, I would do hair in my dorm until I found out that was probably not really legal. But yeah, I would do hair, and my husband was always like, hey, you could do hair. Oh, I forgot a step. So if you decide to go white, get this stuff. You can get it at TJ Maxx for, this one was $7.99. It's by Rusk. It's Deep Shine Platinum Lusterizer. Hold on. You guys will love what this does. This is amazing stuff. I know, I feel so professional. I've been watching some YouTube videos on doing hair and what to put in your hair and stuff like that. It's hard to find people who actually know what to do with white hair. And yes, this is my natural hair color. I got a few highlights put in around my face, but this is my natural hair color. And if you want to see the finished product, you can always come back later when it's on YouTube. You can fast forward. Okay, so I've sprayed it, I've brushed it, and I've got to go fast here because, like, I've got to be out the door. Like, our goal was to be out the door. It's 3:36 now. We wanted to be out the door at 4:15. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. All right, here we go. I know, very important to watch somebody do their hair on Facebook Live, but this is what to do. If you can't find the dress you want at a store, hopefully I've got the right size roller pins, then you make up for it with fun hair and makeup. So red lipstick is a must. And let's see here. Here's a good pen. Maybe this will do it right there. All right, here we go. The other topic I was thinking about doing today was actually not about hair. It was how to get your teenage son to do whatever you want. Is that a topic that would interest anybody? I went through a difficult time with my son, pretty much from the time he was born until he was about 15. And I finally figured out what I needed to do. It was an act of desperation. And I finally started reading a couple of different books. And one of them was The Power of a Praying Parent. And I started getting up every day at 5:30 to pray for my son. I'm going to start crying. And another one was, what was it? It was Egrickson, if you've heard of that book. And that one is Sons and Mothers, or Mothers and Sons. It's a white and blue cover. It's the same guy who wrote Love and Respect, which I should probably talk about that one too, because if you've read Love and Respect or you've heard about it, most people that I talked to who've heard of that book, it actually didn't leave a good taste in their mouth for the women. They did not feel like that was a good book for them. And I would just challenge you to go back and read it again, because the principles in it are really, really good. I'm losing roller pins. There is trying to escape from my head. They're all going. Oh no! Oh no! This is bad, guys. This is bad. What am I gonna do? Oh, I've got a bunch of pins. Maybe I'm just using the wrong size for that shape or whatever. I've got 2 sets going, by the way. So I'm using this, and I'm going to use this. And the point is that I'm getting ready for my mom's birthday, and I'm having to compensate for not being able to find the dress that I wanted to wear. So I'm going to do really cute hair and touch up my makeup, make it a little bit vintage and fun and very holiday-ish. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with smaller rollers. That's lame. Here, isn't that fun? To me, it's very relaxing to watch somebody do their hair. I like it. So I'll let you see it when it's done. So how to get your son to do anything. You're going to have to learn his language. That's for sure. What else? Learn his language. Learn what's motivating him. And the most powerful way to learn, I'm segueing here, I'm not just talking about holiday tips, but the other topic that I was going to talk about was how to get your teenage son to do anything, because literally my son was running all over Fashion Valley here in San Diego, going to a million different stores with me. So how did we get to have that relationship? Well, the magic question to ask your son is, do you believe I love you? That's the magic question. Because if they don't believe that you love them, like they honestly don't believe that, then good luck getting them to do what you want. It's just probably not going to happen. But if they believe you love them, you will go far. You will have that sweet relationship. And so when you ask, do you believe I love you? The next question you ask is why or why not? And those questions were the keys for me. Like, it changed my family. And I still have to ask those questions. Like, it's not like you ask that question and then it's all over. So, or that it's all easy and all of a sudden your sons or your daughters are going to do what they want you to do. But in Egrick's book, Sons and Mothers, that was the key. Learning how to talk to my son with respect was really a big deal changer for us. And that was a great thing. I'm so thankful for that book. And so we got to the place in our relationship where, he'd run all over the mall with me. Not because he had to, and not even begrudgingly. We ended up having fun. It was fun. So whenever I do Facebook Live or whenever I make a video, like, my heart for that video is that whoever watches it will feel encouraged, enlivened, maybe even walk away with some practical tips and tricks. Really, my favorite thing to do is to interview people. But I have been in a transition for a while now, and I'm not really sure my strategy for interviewing people. So I thought, well, I've started a coaching business. I'm coaching women in a lot of different areas. I'm coaching men actually too, but coaching moms so that they are able to live out their vision for themselves, whether that's being physically healthy or like not being an angry mom, being a happy mom, whatever the vision is, to do that. And also, like, as a Christian, as a believer, like, my worldview is that we get to live an abundant life. So if we get to live an abundant life, what does that look like? What does it require of us? And if we're not experiencing that, then why not? So when I'm working with a coaching client, those are the questions that we kind of address. So what does that have to do with hair and makeup? You may be asking yourself, what does that have to do with hair and makeup? Well, this is just about enjoying life and having the energy and the desire to even show up. And quite often when we're bogged down and we need some help to get out of the bog, we don't even feel like dressing up. We don't want to go to a party. We don't want to do those things. So that's what I do. I come alongside people and I say, hey, God has made you for a purpose and a plan. And he's given you specific gifts and talents and abilities that he hasn't given to anyone else. Nobody else has your exact package. I was breaking this down for somebody because they were like, I'm not that unique. And I'm like, actually you are. And they're like, what do you mean? I said, well, the easy answer is you're 1 in 400 billion. And he was like, 1 in 400 billion? Where do you come up with that number? And I said, well, because the reality of your mother and father's biology means you are 1 in 400 billion chances of your dad and your mom meeting and having a relationship that was long enough to create a person. And just the chances of your mom and dad being in the same city, the chances of your mom and dad living at the same time in their life cycle that they could produce a child. Like, there's so many factors that go into how you came to be on this planet. And I'm about to switch tools. So this is part of adapting to holiday chaos, right? It's like sometimes you go to use hot rollers and you don't have the pins that you thought you put away with them. So how are you going to put your hair up? Luckily, I have a skinny curling iron right here. So I'll just unplug my other curlers and use these. So the chances of, and this might seem a little bit random, but this is how my brain works. This is how I see connections. That the reason that I'm able to be here in front of you today is pretty remarkable. There are a lot of things that had to happen. And the reason that I am getting ready for a party right now is because it's my mother's birthday. Isn't that sweet? So actually all these details connect. But my point for the ladies is you don't always have to have the right dress. You can improvise with good hair and good makeup. And by having the right tools on hand, or even the wrong tools on hand, you can still adapt and look fun for a party. So that's where this is going. I'm gonna go plug in my curling iron. Plugging in the curling iron. Okay. All right, I got this 1-inch curling iron. It's just a Conair. I got it on Amazon. I couldn't find it in the store. And if I had to buy it again, I wouldn't. And here's why. No crude jokes, by the way. This this curling iron, I've noticed in a lot of YouTube videos that if they have the tip like this, it's not great for creating the beachy waves. So if you want beachy waves, don't get this style of curling iron. But other than that, it works really well. It's got like an automatic like turbo heat up thing, so you can use the curling iron like that. So the reason I'm switching to the curling iron again is because I ran out of pins for my hot rollers. So I just spray the back because it's gonna flop, just squirt some hairspray all over. That's always fun. I've got my little inspirational quotes here on my desk. So while I'm waiting for my curling iron to heat up, let me just share it with you. Let me see if this will do. Yep, there we go. You control events? No, you control what events mean. I love that. That is so, I just love that. Obviously, that's a quote that I have here. And while I'm continuing to wait for my curling iron to heat up, and I'm a little bit nervous because I have to leave soon. Here's another quote from Norman Vincent Peale. When you wholeheartedly adapt with your whole heart attitude and go all out with the positive principle, you can do incredible things. If you've ever struggled with negativity, this quote's for you. And I certainly have. So this is my quote for you right now. All right, back to hair. So let's just see here. I don't know, I'm kind of mixing it up a little bit. All right. I've never curled my hair on live Facebook video before. It's kind of fun. Have you? Have anybody who's watching done that before? No? Okay. Again, this is how to get holiday ready in a pinch. So hairspray, hot rollers. I took a bath this morning, so I'm doing good that way. And then I did my makeup this morning, but I'm going to touch it up a little bit for the party. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to add like some, not really cat eyes. I wouldn't call it that because I don't think I'm that accomplished of a makeup artist, but I am going to add a little color to my eyes here. Not a lot. Oh, that's good. See that? That's fine. That is fine. We will just, well, maybe not. Maybe I need to hit this right here. Hit that little piece right there. And if you are a hairstylist, you're probably cringing right now, but that's okay. This is not about being a professional hairstylist. This is about how to get ready for a holiday party in a pinch. All right. Turning the curling iron off, grabbing the makeup bag. So one of the funnest things about turning 40 this year is that I'm embracing my need to wear makeup every day. So if you've not worn makeup every day, this has got a highlighter and an under eye concealer, which I still haven't found the right thing, but you'll see what it does. So I've already got my base makeup on. So, you hit 40 and you have to start taking things seriously. So I've started actually just this month. I've been 40 for almost a year. I started this month using Proactiv actually, which is kind of interesting. But if you have an issue with hormones or thyroid, then sometimes that can lead to facial hair issues, and facial hair issues can lead to breakouts, and breakouts can lead to misery. So Proactiv has actually been a good thing for me, even at this stage of the game. And I actually got it for my son, and he didn't use it. So I'm like, well, I'll try it. And I love it. And I noticed that it's, shrinking my pores, and it's just making my complexion really nice. And then I just, touched up some concealer. But before I did the concealer, I used this Bare Minerals primer. You can get this in a little Bare Minerals kit with the base powder and the mineral veil and this. I think I got it at Ulta Beauty. Oh, look, that curl doesn't look right. So let me just go ahead and curl it. All right. Okay, I'm not sure this is going the right way here. Oh, do you see the flowers in the background? Here they are. That's for my mom for her birthday, and then that's her present right there. I'm so excited because I got her something she really, really wanted, and that I know she's gonna love and treasure. You don't know how many years you've got left with people, so you can't go all out with everybody, but sometimes it's nice to go all out with the people who go all out for you, and that certainly is my mother. So right now I'm just setting up my makeup and stuff. I'm going to roll down my sweater, and I'm rolling up this little curl, and I forgot I have a little hair clip here. So it's just going to hold the curl in place until I'm ready to take my hair out. And like I need to finish in 8 minutes. So here we go. You all definitely wanted to know about this, I'm sure. So one day I went to go get my eyebrows done professionally because I was like, what is going on with my eyebrows? And I am Irish and Italian, and eyebrows can be wild when you're Irish and Italian. So I had them do it at the Brow Bar at the Macy's, and they did a great job. I've never been able to get it quite the way they did. I don't do like the brow gel and all that kind of stuff. It's a little too much for me right now, but I probably will because it's nice to keep your brows in line. The things we only talk about on YouTube videos, right? My goodness. I never talk to anybody about that. Okay. I think I'm going to put a little bit of extra concealer on, and I bought Bare Minerals powder, but and it is the best makeup out there. I have really sensitive skin, and so I'm doing like the whole little tap, tap, swirl, swirl thing in my lid of my Bare Minerals stuff. But the problem is that I'm over 40 now, and I had a hysterectomy when I was in my 20s, so I've already gone through menopause, but I went to a Mediterranean climate that was like pretty intense, and my skin got so dry, and it's never really recovered from that experience. So I think in the future, I'm not going to buy Bare Minerals again, but I hadn't gotten Bare Minerals in a really, really like years and years and years. And I thought I'm going to splurge and get some good makeup. And anyway, here I am. So then I've got this beautiful Estee Lauder compact that my mother-in-law gave me. I'm going to put some blush on my cheeks and kind of shade my nose a little bit too. And just kind of, I like to do up here too. I don't know why. I saw it on a video once and it just makes it look so much better. And then my niece, Aurora, she did like this whole series on shading for makeup, and it was amazing. Anyway, in my little thing here that has my, I should show you what it looks like. Hopefully I won't dump it. It's got highlighter, it's got bronzer, and it's got a serious heavy-duty concealer. And I don't know, I can still see my circles under my eyes, so whatever. I don't care. All right, so now I'm putting on the highlighter because it's so much fun. Seriously, this fun is very important to me. I'm an ESFP, so I'm doing, okay. If you're a guy watching, this is a little strange. So this is party prep for the ladies. This is not party prep for the guys. So, so there you go. All right, maybe you're watching for your, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hi. Okay, this is a really fun eyeshadow palette. I love it. I've never, like, I love pink. I've decided that my word for 2020 is pink. And so I really like this pink palette that my mom gave me. She's such a sweetheart. She's just spoiling me rotten. So on her birthday today, I want to look really fun for her, really festive. All right, touching up the eye makeup. Now I'm doing the like the ivory base, and I could have done the white base, but I like the ivory a little bit better because it's a little bit more, well, it's not quite so washed out. And then I'm going to use a different brush. This is my like all over makeup brush, and maybe somebody who knows way more about makeup will tell me if I'm doing the right thing. So this orange one is like an all over eyeshadow brush. This one I'm using just for, can you see it? There we go. This one I'm using for the glitter eyeshadow, which is really fun. So I have like a glitter eyeshadow. It's not really glitter, shimmer. Shimmer's the official word. Shimmer eyeshadow. And I'm going to put that right here and right here. And I don't even know if this is going to show up on my camera or not. But it's just fun. And I tend to like sweep it under my eyelash too, because I'm trying to cover up the circles under my eyes that give away the fact that I am Irish. I think maybe it's a little bit more than that that gives away the fact that I'm Irish, but anyway. All right, so a little bit of that. Oh, and I might do it on my brow bone too, but like, I mean, obviously you're seeing me get ready in a hurry here. I'm not really a frou-frou kind of person, but I'm becoming that way. Why? Because it's fun. That's why. It's just fun. I just like it. And it's so much fun. Like when my mom shows up and she's like done all of her makeup and everything, she looks so beautiful. And it's like, wow, Mom, you are such a resilient person. And when you show up looking like $1,000,000, it's just, it delights my heart. And so she's really inspired me to like care about how I look and how I'm showing up. Has anybody inspired you that way? Not because like you have to look good to be accepted, but because it's fun and it's life-giving. So I don't know. What do you think? So I'm going to do a little darker shadow along my lash line here. This is like a dark chocolate brown. It's a little bit rosy. Not a ton. And then I'm going to smear it into the crease, and I'm using a different brush this time. Not that it matters. I don't know why people show brushes. I don't know enough about makeup to know what that means. Maybe somebody will fill me in. I would like to be filled in. I watched a makeup tutorial like last week, and it was Bobbi Brown. She's doing a master course on makeup now. And one of my friends from many, many years ago used to love Bobbi Brown makeup, and I'm like, what's the big deal? But I watched the Bobbi Brown like teaser video for the course that she's selling on how to do natural makeup. And I was like, wow, I really like her. So then I ended up going to the Bobbi Brown counter with my mom, which is something like we haven't done that since 2007 probably. And it was just so much fun just to pretend that everything is normal in the world and the president's not being impeached and, stuff like that. It's kind of nice. Okay, so if you smear your eyeliner, and this is just a Revlon eyeliner, I chose it for the tip. That's what the tip looks like. Here, there we go. And I try to start like in the middle or back so that I'm not putting way too much eyeliner in the crease of my eye here. I have to concentrate. I'm afraid I'm going to get it in my eye. I think I did. Yeah, I did. So that's normal too. So like years ago, I might have gotten really impatient with myself and like more and more of the grace of God. And what that does is it makes me more gracious with myself and with others. Way more gracious with others. Oh, sad.